next question comes from Andy Green, and it goes to Mr. Van Hollen first.
What is your view of the criminal justice reform movement? Do you believe that our sentencing practices have been excessive? Do you think they need to be adjusted? What role should Congress play?
Oh, I do believe we need dramatic criminal justice reform. We have a scandal in this country of mass incarceration. We need to be spending more on schools and less on prison. And I'm part of an effort, the main legislative efforts in Congress, to actually do something about this. So the Smart Sentencing Act, the Safe Justice Act, which would get away from treating nonviolent substance abuse as a criminal matter, and instead address those issues as a health care and addiction matter. Look, we've seen the consequences of this failed policy because we have so many nonviolent substance abuse offenders in prison, not just under federal law, but under state law. And so it's really important that as we move forward at the federal level, we also address these issues at the state level, along with the important questions of police accountability and transparency, and ultimately getting at the really deep issues of chronic poverty and inequality in our economy. These are all things that have to be dealt with together, and I put forward proposals together with colleagues on criminal justice reform, specific plans, as well as plans to also address the huge income inequality in our country. And so these are part and parcel of a larger issue, and we need to deal with them on a systemic basis because we've seen systemic racism, we've seen other system-wide consequences that we're seeing in these policies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Van Hollen. Ms. Edwards.
Thank you. Before I came into Congress, I supported efforts around the country looking at the deep systemic problem of incarceration and imposing capital sentences, particularly on young black men and brown men in this country. And so I have a long history that goes back years on criminal justice issues, supporting efforts to make sure that those who are indigent have the ability to get counsel. And in the Congress, I've led on these issues. I've convened in my congressional office groups working on re-entry from all across our congressional district, Montgomery and Prince George's County as well, to look at how it is that we can get people into productive work so that they don't go back into prison. And it's the reason that I introduced the REAL Act, which would restore Pell Grant eligibility to those who are incarcerated. Because I met Alfonso at Jessup Prison, and when he started getting education, he thought about his life differently, and that's why I have been a leader to make sure that we give people an opportunity to rebuild their lives, and that we do things unlike what Mr. Van Hollen did, which is to support imposition of mandatory sentences. That's what he did in Congress in 2005, escalating sentences to 30 years in some cases at a time when we knew that these kind of mandatory penalties contributed to the high incarceration rates, and I think that that is a crime.
Thank you very much. Mr. Van Hollen, you have an opportunity for rebuttal if you like.
Well, thank you. Congresswoman Edwards brought this up the other day about my state legislative record. She distorted that. In fact, just yesterday, State Senator Joan Carter Conway from Baltimore City and State Senator Dolores Kelly from Baltimore County wrote to Congresswoman Edwards and said, cut it out. Quit distorting Van Hollen's record on these important issues, which she did. When it comes to the Congress, we were dealing with a particular issue of violent crime from MS-13, who are committing brutal murders. And we were putting together a package that included enforcement, but also my focus has been on prevention and intervention. And it's interesting to hear Congresswoman Edwards say how these things contributed to mass incarceration. They didn't even pass. So this is another example of a gross distortion. Trying to accuse me, who has been a leader on the major pieces of legislation on criminal justice reform, is just upside down. Well, just upside down.
Thank you.
Again, a bill that didn't even pass.
Thank you, sir.
So, you know, let's get the truth here for Maryland voters.
I do apologize. The time has run out. Thank you very much.